Hey everyone, welcome back to 100 Programs in C series. If you have been following along, we have already explored all the three types of functions in C. A function without parameters and without return value. A function with parameters and without return value. Functions without parameters and with return value. In our previous videos, we have seen these three types of functions with examples. Now we have come to the most powerful one, type 4, a function with parameters with return values. This is the real deal, because in most real programs you will be using this type of programs again and again. In simple words, you will send inputs to the function, it will process something and sends the results back. Easy? Let's make it a cakewalk. Let's start with a simple one. This is a program where we pass the parameters and it returns by adding them. If you observe here, int main is the function. Initially, 8th line, x12 is assigned, y8 is assigned. Now, if you look at 9th step, we are initializing an integer sum where we are calling the function add x comma y. The value that add x comma y returns, it will be assigned to sum. Add x comma y. Now, what is the x value? 12. Y value is 8. So we are passing 8 and 12 to add function. Inside the add function, int a comma b. It is very much evident x value 12 is assigned to a and y value 8 is assigned to b. Inside the add function, there is only one statement, that is return a plus b. 12 and 8 will be added, 20 will be returned to sum. Now the finally sum value is 20. If you look at the 10th statement, printf sum value, that is sum is equal to 20 will be printed. So this is one of the simplest program, and return 0 because we are defining the function int main, so we are returning 0. If at all we are using void main, we need not to use return 0 here. Let us see one more example. We pass a parameter, that is we pass a number into a function, and that function will tell whether it is a prime number or not. If you look at this program, total 19 lines are there. So let us see line by line execution. The moment I execute this program, it starts from the 12th line, that is main function, and in 13th line we have int x is equal to 29. So 29 number is assigned to x. And in the 14th line, we are checking if is prime x. X value is 29. We are passing x value to the is prime function. So from here, we are moving to the third line. In the third line, is prime 29. Here it is int n. That means n is equal to 29 is assigned. If you observe, we are passing 29 value from the main function to is prime function, and 29 is assigned to n. If you look at the fourth step is mentioned if n is less than or equal to 1. If n value is 29, we know 29 less than or equal to 1, condition failed. Fifth step, if n is equal to 2, the condition failed because n value is 29. If you look at the sixth step, if n modulo 2 is equal to 0, that means we are dividing the 29 with 2 and we are checking whether we are getting the remainder as 0 or not. But here the remainder is not 0 because 12, 14 is 28, the remainder is 1. But we are checking with the condition whether remainder is equal to 0, where the condition fails. Next goes to the seventh statement. Here in the for loop, first I value is assigned to 3, and checking the condition i multiple by I, that is 3 multiple by 3, which is 9, less than or equal to n value is 29. The condition is successful. So since the condition is successful, it goes to the 8th statement. In the 8th statement, it is 29 modulo 3, I value is 3 is equal to 0. It checks with the condition 29 divided by 3. if you observe here, 3 nines are 27 and 2 is the remainder, which is not equal to 0. So the condition failed. Then it does not enter inside. Instead of that, it goes to the 7th statement again. When it is going to the 7th statement, it updates the I value by plus adding 2. Now int I is equal to 5. Then 5 multiplied by 5, that is 25, less than or equal to 29. The condition is true. Since the condition is true, it enters inside the loop. 8th statement, if I value is 25, 29 modulo 5 is equal to 0 or not. We are checking the condition here. So 29, 5. 5 5s are 25, 4 is the remainder. So the condition failed here, and it does not go to the return statement, and instead it goes and update the I value by 2. Int I is equal to 7. 7 multiplied by 7 is 49. 49 less than or equal to 29. Condition failed. Then it goes to the 9th statement and return 1. So where it is returning 1? It is returning 1 to the 14th statement. So if you observe here, 14th statement will be if 1, the condition is true. If 1, what it does? It prints that x is a prime number. What is the x value here? 29 is the x value. 29 is prime. You may get a doubt why they are doing plus 2 instead of plus 1. Because at the 6th step, we are checking whether it is divisible by 2 or not. Any even number, if it is divisible by 2, then it cannot be a prime number. So we are not checking further with any even numbers. Further we are checking only with the odd numbers. And this is the pure logic that helps us to reduce the iterations. And you try tracing with any other number. Maybe you can check a number like 81 is a prime or not. 81 is not a prime. So it must be able to return 0 to if condition, and if it is 0, then it comes to the else part and print 81 is not a prime.